I feel like zucchini is one of the most underappreciated vegetables out there. Most of the times people have it, just chop it up, throw it in a saute pan, and cook it till it's mush. When in fact, zucchini is one of the most versatile vegetables you could get. I got some really great farm fresh zucchini here, and today we're gonna make this the star of the show. It's literally gonna be the vessel for our dish today, because we're making stuffed zucchini boats. I'm just going to cut the ends off. And these are pretty large, so I'm going to cut them in half. And then those halves, I'm going to cut those in half. So we got 8 zucchini boats here. Now with that, we're just going to remove the flesh so we have an area to put our filling in. So we'll just take a spoon, scrape out that flesh. I don't want to go all the way through, and we're going to keep all this because we're going to use it in our filling, just so our filling has an area to sit. That looks good. Just like that, we got a zucchini boat. So I'll do that for the rest of them, keeping the flesh, and then we'll start to make our filling. So our zucchini boats are all prepped. We scooped out all the flesh, kept it in a bowl here. These are ready to go. We're not going to need these until the filling's ready. Now it's really important the texture is right on the filling, because we want it to stay in place. We don't want it to be too loose. We don't want to have a big mess. We want that filling to stay nice inside the zucchini boats so it looks nice and beautiful. So we're going to start by cooking this filling. There's a lot of moisture in zucchini. We want to cook out that moisture. So we're going to start by cooking the flesh of the zucchini. So we got our pan preheating here, medium-high heat. We're just going to add a touch of oil, and then we'll add our filling. All the meat from that zucchini, we'll add it to the pan. And we'll hit it with some salt because we want to draw out that moisture. Spread that out so we have some nice surface area. And we'll start to draw out the moisture from this zucchini here. And don't worry about big chunks or anything, because when it's all cooked, we're going to cool it down to room temperature, and then we're going to chop it up. All right, so this has been cooking for about 8 minutes. You can see most of the moisture is removed. Intensified the flavor of this zucchini here. It's okay, we got a little bit of color. Another good thing about this recipe, everything's going to be done right in this pan. This is ready to remove. I'm going to put it on a sheet tray here. There's a lot more surface area here. This is going to cool down faster. If we were to just put this in a bowl on top of each other, it's going to take a lot longer to cool down. I'll have it on this sheet tray. It looks almost like caramelized onions. It smells great. So we'll let this cool, and we'll move on to the next step for our filling. So I just got 1 yellow onion here and 3 cloves of garlic. We're just going to small dice this onion. Take off that skin here. Always be aware where your fingers are, obviously. And just cut. Alright, that looks good. We'll set that aside. We'll take our 3 cloves of garlic, just mince that up. Doesn't have to be ultra fine, but we don't want any giant chunks. So we'll start to cook this. We'll get our onion in. All right, so we got our onion and garlic chopped. Back to the pan here, medium heat, a couple of tablespoons of oil. We'll add our onion. We're just building layers of flavor for our filling here. Hit that with some salt, some pepper. We'll sweat that down. So while our onions are going, we'll come back here. We got our zucchini flesh that we cooked down. It's nice and cooled. We'll chop that up. Just a rough chop. We'll set that mixture aside. All right, our onions are looking good, looking translucent. So now we could add our protein. I got some ground turkey in the area, so we could add that. You could use any protein you want here, ground beef, pork, chicken. Today I got the turkey, so we'll add that. We'll season that generously. Turkey's very bland. Good amount of salt, some pepper. We'll break that up. We'll let that cook. Once our turkey's cooked through, we could add our garlic. Turkey's almost cooked. Mixing up with that onion. Now what we're going to do is remove this from the heat. Nice dry white wine. I have some Pinot Grigio right here. Just going to add another layer of flavor to this filling. We'll let that cook off and then we could add our garlic. Now we'll add our garlic. Let that all cook. Our garlic cooked for a good minute or so, and now we could return our zucchini that we cooked and chopped up. Incorporate that back into the filling. We're not done with this filling yet, so we have a few more ingredients to put in. Make sure we have plenty of flavor. Some shredded sharp cheddar. At 3/4 cup here. We just want that to melt. Now, this is looking real good now. All right, turn off the heat. Same deal as when we cooked the zucchini flesh. Put it on that baking sheet. Plenty of surface area so this could cool down. All right, so we're in the home stretch here for these stuffed zucchini boats. I got the oven preheated to 400 degrees. Got a couple of roasted red peppers here. I'm just going to give these a rough chop. Add some color to our stuffing and flavor. Got our mixture nice and cooled down to room temperature. So we'll start adding all of our ingredients to a bowl here, mix it up. We could stuff our zucchini boats. So we got our roasted red peppers. Also going to add a couple of tablespoons of capers. Love capers. Spoon in our mixture. Don't let anyone say zucchini is boring, because I guarantee you everyone's going to love these zucchini boats. Definitely give this recipe a try. Especially maybe you have picky eaters with vegetables. Mix all this together. And for more color and flavor, got some fresh basil. Give this a nice chop. I know I feel like I say this every time I grab some fresh herbs, but seriously, grow your own herbs. It's really so easy. Just go right out and just grab some herbs. Even if you don't have a lot of space, maybe you're in the city, right in a pot. I'll give this a chop. Throw that in there. And then to keep everything binded, crack in an egg. Nice and colorful, great flavor. And to even out the moisture from the egg, some nice breadcrumbs. So bring back our pan here. And to the bottom of the pan, I'm going to add some tomato sauce. And this is my go-to easy tomato sauce. I make for almost every recipe. I'll put a link for that. And then we'll bring back our zucchini boats. And we'll put them right over the sauce, again in the same pan we cooked our stuffing in, like so. And we'll just stuff our zucchini boats. We don't want to overstuff, because we're still going to top these with cheese, of course, as if there wasn't enough flavor in this dish. So as these cook, the sauce is going to cook more, just create more flavor. The zucchini is going to get tender, and everything's going to cook together and be delicious. Should have just enough filling for all our boats here. And any filling you have left over, just keep in the fridge. You make meatballs, meatloaf. All right, that looks great. Now we're just going to take some Parmesan. Oh yeah. And now we just have some mozzarella. Put some on top of each boat here. And we're going to let this cheese melt nicely and nice and brown. All right, pop this in the oven about 45-50 minutes or so, and we'll be ready to finish these up. All right, so it's been 45 minutes. This is looking really, really nice. Nice color on the cheese. Our zucchini boats are cooked through. Smells delicious. Get a closer look at that. That is beautiful right there. All right, let's get this on a plate. Show you how we plate these up. We'll grab one of our zucchini boats here. Place it on the plate. We'll grab some of the sauce right from the bottom of the pan here, right on the side here. We don't want too much sauce on the plate, just some. You can always put some on the side. We'll take some of our fresh basil. We always want to finish with fresh herbs as well, even though we have some in the filling. Put some on top of our zucchini boat here. And then we'll just take some of this balsamic glaze. I have this store-bought balsamic glaze. My wife loves this stuff, so it is pretty good actually. And we'll just put a little bit on the plate for some nice color. Like so. And that's it. Nice zucchini boat right here. Looks delicious. So be sure to give these zucchini boats a try. They look absolutely delicious. I'm going to enjoy this. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for new videos every week. You don't want to miss any of our new videos, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again.